Let me run through the congruent and incongruent locks again, just real quick.
All right, flexion or extension? Let's do flexion. Side bend in, this is the AO. Side bend left, rotates right, doesn't it? That's congruent. If I rotate to the left, that's incongruent. What you should find, this should give you a capsular end fill. I can localize it. That should give you a capsular end fill. And this one will give you a jammed end fill. Because you're jamming the surface on each other. For the AA, again, flexion or extension, I can, if I initiate the movement with rotation, I know the coupling's in the same direction. So I can rotate to the left and side bend to the left. Or I can do an incongruent rotation, initiating it with side bending again, side bending to the left and rotating to the right. Or I can initiate the movement with rotation, rotate to the right, side bend to the right, congruent, rotate to the right, and side bend to the left, incongruent.
Congruent is opposite of.
This is rotation right, side bending right is congruent for rotation initiation, rotation if you like.
So it flips if rotation is the initiated movement.
Yeah, if I side bend, then the coupling is to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
So
congruent.
it's a contralateral couple
lock.
with a side bending initiation and an ipsilateral couple with a rotation initiation.
Is this the same rotation, latection stuff from the thoracic spine that Earl talked
No,
about?
no. And rotation and latection seems to have been warped and warbled and evolved and devolved over the years. As soon as I said it, I really should have said it. I use rotation as the coupled movement initiated by rotation, and latection as a coupled movement initiated by side bending, which is the way I think it should be done. But don't even go there. They're both physiological, all right? Rotation and latection are physiological movements, either physiological rotation or physiological side bending. But that's all you need to know, so don't talk about it. The movement that initiates physiological rotation is, if it's side bending, is a contralateral, AA did I say?
At AA?
At the AA, is a contralateral couple. If I initiate the physiological movement of side bending of rotation, and if I initiate the coupling with rotation, it's a ipsilateral couple. If I initiate it with side bending, it's a contralateral.
So then to hit it congruently, then you would lock opposite. Or
Yeah,
lock,
if I wanted to do a
receive.
congruent lock, if I wanted to do a congruent lock, I would side bend him left and rotate him right for the AA. And for the AO couple of them.
But earlier you were saying the congruent was the same.
Only if I initiate with rotation. If I initiate with rotation, then it's side bending, ipsilateral.
Yeah.
So it depends on what initiates the movement.
Okay.
Now in the AO it doesn't. Whether I initiate with side bending is contralateral, or if I initiate with rotation it's contralateral. But the AA changes depending on the initiator.
For the most part, we were only taught the side bend rotation opposite for the most
No.
time.
I told you 2 ways of testing it. So my preference is to test it with this technique. But the other one was rotation, where you had a little bit of compression and you rotate it. You can do either. Okay. What we didn't talk about was locking. This is what we're talking about now. Because I think clinically it's not particularly valuable.
In this area, is there going to be a lot of times we're going to initiate an extension?
No, that won't initiate. You can either flex it or extend it.
With that area, I mean, very often it
Yeah, well, you can't flex it. I mean, the preference is to flex it to stay away from the artery.
The only reason would be to extend it is if it didn't tolerate flexion.
Yeah, or you can't lock it with flexion. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, why would you extend something that potentially will cause ischemia?
Say in the test they are going through that route and, in your words, being a bastard, and they say do an extension, you're fine saying I'm not comfortable doing it. I
No,
wouldn't
you're
do
not
it."
fine saying that. If I wanted to get you to do a lock-in extension, I'd say, okay, show me your lock. You say, yeah, okay, well, I'll do it in flexion. Say, okay, fine. It's not locking or the patient won't tolerate it. Now, do it in extension. It's not the extension dangerous, it's just it's a little more dangerous than flexion is. That doesn't mean to say it's dangerous.
They wouldn't continue to be bastard and banging for not assessing repeat marker, would they?
Oh no, anytime you're doing any of this stuff, your question is, can I be assured that the vertebral artery is okay? It always is, alright? Always. And always, particularly in the neck, although if you really want to be safe about this, do it everywhere, a pre-manip hold.